Fuck that shit.
Villains first.
Villains are first. So the villains get to go first, Kevin.
Oh, are you kidding? They're swarming that freaking loader, man. They're like jumping all over it.
Must have some kind of cover inside of there.
So I'm gonna go with what? 2 infected per hero to start with. Eight of them are swarming on top of that loader.
Oh shit. Swing that bucket. I'm sure if you hit something with it, it's gonna cry.
Oh, they're like swarming it like freaking ants here. They're just like just driving at them, and they're all just like ah. And they got a friggin' 16. 16 is a +3 on their freaking crappy.
Are you doing it as a mob attack?
Yes.
What's your how many dudes?
8.
6 to 9 gives you a +4.
+4. So 3 + 4 gives me a +7. +7 to my unarmed combat a 9 makes
9 or 16.
yeah 16. What's your dodge there?
13.
He's in an enclosed cabin.
And yes, there should be some cover to that. So dodge of 13.
Well, I'll give you a cover of +2 anyway for the cab, for the open cab. So that goes on your dodge, right?
Okay, so that's 15. So they've got a difference of 2.
Difference of 2. They're still successful for base damage. Oh, it says here, Horde, infected crowd together to overwhelm their prey.
Okay.
Apply any bonus from a combined action,
Yes.
right, to damage as well
Oh.
as the attack itself.
So that would be
when
+4 to your damage
So
as
+4. So instead of 2, they're doing 6, which gives me 1 wound and 2 shock.
1 wound, 2 shock.
Give me a wound here, buddy. There we go.
Wow, that Horde thing is that is nasty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
That's okay.
Oh. You got a wound?
Yeah,
Oh, take a green card.
yeah.
The special
He's
green
got
cards,
a wound.
which are not special.
They're not fun.
I gain a possibility and -1 to my tests.
Okay.
Oh, no, did it have no?
Infected hunger, yeah. Suffer a -1 penalty on all tests.
Feeling skittish.
I'm feeling a little bit. So,
brains for some reason.
I think I'm top man on dexterity here. 11 dex. Anybody else got better than 11?
Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh, no.
I'm going to do a dual action. One is going to be a maneuver to jump out of this thing. Well, the first one is going to be to rev this thing to high gear.
Well, I don't know. It's like your standard construction site. If there's not a new one going in, this is almost complete. It's a half complete building, right? The lower floors have got look operational and open and like I mean not open but operational, and then the higher floors are still being built.
Filled in, yeah.
No, I'm just going to gas this thing and jump out. Yeah, I gas it and jump, okay? So I guess one move would be my last.
You just gonna maneuver?
Alright, whatever, fuck. 13 +1 to my maneuver skill of 12, so that's a 13.
But it's down 1.
But I'm down 1 -1,
Yes.
so it's a 12.
12.
If that's not good enough, let me know before you...
Yeah, difficulty is 7, so
Okay, there we go.
difference of 5. You got a good success.
Okay, I'm heading away from them now.
All right, so you jump out of the front end loader as it goes driving off and smashing through the gate outside. Still got the zombies clinging on it.
There we go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Well, hopefully everyone else was running away while this was going on.
Yeah, what's everybody else doing? We flipped a card.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my way to the construction site. I was out there in the forest.
Different way.
Oh yeah, you're not even here yet.
But that's where the construction site was. I'm like, okay, make it there. Hope it
Simple action, stopping at the open doorway, which he was kind enough to open, and I'm firing my pistol at the fuel tank on the cat. Trying to attempt to explode the goddamn thing.
So it's a called shot for the fuel tank. Good argument.
8.
Not very good for a called shot, my friend.
A 10 to hit.
For a cold shot.
Well, I'll call it a 12.
So then it's a miss.
But
then.
yeah, you miss.
Pew!
All right, so you take a fire at the loader to try and blow it up. You miss, and you're all scrambling through the broken door then into the building.
That's where we're going.
All right, so you walk into a building like this, and it's got all these strange corridors.
Really, are there corridors where we could get them 2 people side by side and maybe fight monsters 2 at a time? Is there a corridor like that? Are the corridors like that?
Yeah, the corridors are like that.
Okay, so who's going to make a stand with me here while the civilians and everyone else gets upstairs? Who's going to make a stand with me?
I'm already there.
I don't know.
All right, Doc and I are making a stand in the
pieces of
fucking
steel.
hallway, and we're sending people on up the stairs.
Kevin,
Yeah.
can I show up and say I will take a stand with you?
You're running up, and you notice, you distracted a bunch over there. Oh, over here, the construction site, gunfire goes off, a loader goes through a building, and zombies go running into the gate, and you show up at the other side, and loader goes smashing through the gate. You're running in.
Yep.
As you see that half as the loader goes rushing by you.
Doc and I are making a stand in one of the corridors.
You guys go down a couple corridors and you come to like a secure.
We're on a narrow corridor, so
Narrow
Yeah,
area, so
you
we-
find like you get down to the end of a hallway and there's like a secure door, another locked door.
So I by myself and the 2 remaining randos.
Yeah.
Apparently, I found a security door because they stayed behind, and then we.
And you went running off inside.
And he's on his way to the building.
Yeah.
And so I have lockpick.
Okay.
We'll attempt to unlock the door.
Okay.
9.
Giving me a -1, making my total 10 for lockpick.
14.
So he
Ouch,
fails.
you suck.
Jesus.
Oh, so you couldn't pick through it? So you're rushing in ahead of the zombies. You go running down the corridor. You find these 2 standing there trying to do a standoff. Almost, wacky one-ies. You come around the corner. They're right behind me because, they're chasing. Yeah, so you guys can hear them coming. I'd say you got like a turn,
Okay.
before they're going to round that corner and start scrambling inside the building.
Because what I want to do when I see these guys, I want to go a different way and see if they continue chasing me.
A corridor, right? And you get a branch off, one going this way, one going that way, right? And so you round the corner,
I'll go
right?
Right, I guess.
And which is where they are,
Yeah.
right? And then there's another way, that would go that way down the left. So you're going to head the other way direction.
Left.
Yep, I'll go left then.
All right.
So I'll come around the corner and I see these guys and and I just turn around and bolt the other way.
So are you going to try and pull a trick again on these
Yeah,
guys?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Got a trick.
Bonus is 0 onto your trick.
So that's trick of
8.
8.
Oh,
Yeah.
their trick is 9.
Hey, your mine card.
I don't have anything to trade. Or you know what? I'm gonna spend my possibility.
Only trade for
10.
Yeah.
10.
19,
I wasn't
so.
thinking about that.
Or no, you got a 12 and a 10, so that's 22 you have.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you'd
that's
be
fine.
at +8 to your trick.
16.
16 versus a 9 is going to be a
Good success.
good success, yeah. So he manages to comes around the corner, sees you guys, bolts the other way trick. You guys will get a vulnerable on them because they're going to turn the other way and their backs will be to you,
Nice.
right? So they get a vulnerable on them for that trick he pulled.
That was worth the possibility.
They just rounded the corner chasing Trent.
No, you
Yeah.
kill somebody.
Corner of the building or
So
corner of
you
the
guys
yard?
are-
Corner of the hallway.
Corner of the hallway,
Two
there's 2 branches. They
You
went
guys
left.
are here.
We're
I
right.
went this way.
So now we can jump out and be like, "Rawr."
So they're coming around to eat me.
So is that
Which
everybody
means they're
taking it?
vulnerable
I would
against
jump out in
you.
the middle of a mob of zombies?
They're vulnerable.
Yeah, it's a mob of 8 zombies.
Well,
with 8?
Please.
Yeah.
We can do 8.
Oh, we can do 8, Doc.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to attack with.
Is
I'm going to
Is that
do.
everybody going and we're flipping a card?
No.
Are we, was it,
Yeah, actually, it is flipping a card
Yeah.
time. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so our new card is 6. They
Card
regroup.
6.
So that would be, we're in standard, so we would be heroes first, and it would be taunt is the approved action. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do my multi-attack, I guess.
Okay.
how many people you have?
I'm just the same guy. Okay, so I'm just attacking a guy in the back.
Just one
Well, why am
guy.
I rolling those dice? I don't know. 16 plus 3 to my melee weapons of 14, so that's a 17.
Versus their 7. 10. Outstanding success.
Outstanding success. Okay. And they're gonna get a -2 on what? Are they gonna get a -2 on?
They're vulnerable, so it was actually easier to hit them, but you got an outstanding Izzy anyway.
Doesn't matter. 8 more onto my katana damage, which is strength +3, which gives me a 12. So that gives me 20 onto one of these guys.
20 versus 8. Difference of 12.
2 wounds, 4 shock?
2 wounds, 4 shock. You like cut one right in half. Just yeah, and it drops. 7 left.
Doc,
Yeah.
you're next, buddy.
I'm jumping in with a roundhouse kick. 16.
You get +3.
Yeah. And my combat 13, so 16.
Versus 7.
Oh, I think I
Did you
hit
get
it.
7 or 9?
9. That's a
Nine.
good.
So good.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
1 die for
So roll 1 more die and add it to your damage.
So strength is 8. +2. 10.
10 versus 8.
I did not standing. How much damage did I do?
Well, you're gonna roll 1 more die and we'll tell you.
Well, hey, how does he get the 1 more die?
He places adrenaline, which
Oh.
puts him from a 9 to 12.
Yeah.
Of a 6.
A
So
5,
Well-
7,
roll
so
again.
7 onto.
Roll
Roll again. 7,
+3.
10.
10,
10.
onto your
Strength.
damage.
Strength.
Strength is 8.
So 18
onto
versus 8 is a difference of 10.
2 wounds, 4 shock.
Oh, you freaking like kick the head off of one. You like freaking whip around, boom. Yeah, you knock its head off, man. There was like this little thread of skin hanging and it was dangling sort of by the back of its spine, and then it just sort of, as it was jiggling, just jiggled right off. Paul slashed one up, Doc's kicked one's head off, and they're chasing you.
They're facing me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't get the vulnerable.
No.
No, you should keep running.
They would like to.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Do I have room to run?
Yeah, you can keep running.
There's more corridor, bud.
Yeah, I'll just book it.
You can do a maneuver or a trick to try and
I'm gonna
upset
do a
them.
maneuver 'cause I'm really good at that.
Okay.
Much better than trick, anyways. Let's switch this. 18 plus 5 to my maneuver. 16.
Versus 7. You go and do you round a corner and you pop through a freaking doorway, and then doorways inside, you pop through the next one and then the next one, and you manage to get around behind him with these guys. All right.
Nice.
So you guys go running up, and they're like jetting around corners and trying to go through rooms, right? And the 3 of you all come up behind them there, right?
So now they'd be very vulnerable, right?
They're at very vulnerable.
Nice. So I'm going to try and pick that lock again, because everybody else is gone.
Well, what's the difficulty now?
Should be
16?
16. Should be somewhere around there.
Fuck.
20.
20? Well, roll again. Why
Do
don't
it
you?
again.
Chris, roll again,
So
buddy.
11.
Just one more. One more. One more.
Let's cut those
And
numbers.
12.
32.
32. Giving me
Okay,
a
bonus
bonus
of 10 onto your lockspeak skill.
of 12.
Oh, wow, 22. He opens that lock.
Oh yeah, you pop that thing open.
This time,
Great.
I pick it for sure.
You got it, buddy. Okay. So now you can get the civilians out of here.
Ooh, some strange
It's
dark
open.
lab.
That's
You crack the door, you see some strange lab and a couple
Chris
people
was the
in it, but we'll get to you after we deal with these guys and the zombies. Well, I'm just gonna mob attack you guys. Like I said, he goes cutting through some rooms and, does a backtrack kind of thing and circles back and gets them all crowded in a room. Okay? They're going to be vulnerable to you guys still, of course, because they're all crammed in a room here. But I'm going to do the swarm attack on you guys. So, let's see. I'm going to go 3 on each of you.
oh, that's better.
On me and Doc?
Yeah, 3 on you, 3 on Doc.
Go after this guy even though he's like in front of us.
Because he's still circling.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys were right behind them, chasing after them, hacking them from behind, and he pulled deked him out. All right, 15. So 15 with a bonus of 2, and 3 guys gives me a bonus of what? 2 a day. So bonus of 4 on my unarmed combat of 9. So 13 coming at you. What's your dodge?
Ting. My
What's-
dodge is 13.
13. That's a standard success. So
no, I'm sorry, but I can use my melee defense
right,
here,
you're-
can't I?
you're
So
using your two weapons.
16.
16. Oh, so you're fighting them off with
go.
your swords. All right.
They're biting my sword.
Doc, I'll make
thing?
same thing for the next group of 3. They get a 17. A 17 is a bonus of 4 on that unarmed combat of 9, makes a difference of 13. 13, what's your dodge, Doc?
Or unarmed defense, which.
Oh, unarmed defense is 13.
Well, then I think you should do that, Doc.
You were kicking
And-
and punching.
13 versus 14, though, so
Still standard.
it's still a standard success. So 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 on your toughness.
9.
9 is a difference of 3 to shock.
Flip a card.
Yes, sir. Not like this.
That's good though.
Villains first, but they're set back.
Card 14.
Card 14.
Setback.
Intimidate and maneuver are the choice of the round here.
So yeah, and you're circling back and bottlenecking them up into this room. It's back near the front of the building, and part of the roof from where the loader had come smashing through collapses in, takes 2 of them out. Right, roof collapse, splats them out. So that leaves 4 left.
And they're attacking 2 on each of us.
Yeah, 20.
Oh boy, roll again.
Wow, 20 plus.
Let's see.
20 plus 12, 32.
32 giving you a bonus of 10.
10
Or-
on my unarmed combat of 9, so 19 versus your dodge.
No, 16.
So yeah, standard success, standard damage of 9, plus my extra guy of 10.
And I'm tough is 13.
So a shock.
a shock.
So they're
yeah,
banging you around.
You want to roll for docs, son?
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll for docs, you guys.
An 11.
So 11.
No,
gives a
you'd
bonus
be
of
happy
0.
about
So 7. What's your dodge?
They don't do nothing with doc.
Yeah, so they miss you. They're all scrambling at you. All that falling roof debris is getting in the way, and they can't get onto you.
Okay then. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to take a whack out of another one. They're very vulnerable right now. Why not, eh? So is that a 7?
Minus 2, but you got a good skill.
-2, which is a 12 on my melee.
And their dodge.
Is 7.
So.
Plus, is that including they're very vulnerable?
No, but they are very vulnerable.
So it's a 3.
So it's a
Yes.
3, so that would be a 9 then?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good success, okay. Add some damage. +2 to my melee weapons.
Strength plus 3.
Strength +3, which is 13, 15 damage to them, to this
And
one
their
guy.
toughness is.
8, sorry.
So the difference is
Difference is
7.
one
So
wound, 2 shock.
1 wound, 2 shock to one of those fuckers.
Okay. And another one takes a blade.
I'm going to maneuver behind the one facing me by doing a forward barrel roll and side kicking him.
So that's a 2.
Maneuver unarmed combat.
That's a maneuver unarmed combat, yes.
So you're gonna stymie him as well as me. He's vulnerable now.
Hopefully kill him.
Yeah,
See what happens.
We'll see what happens.
17.
Give me a +4 to your maneuver.
11.
+4.
15.
15 versus their.
7.
15 and 7 are 8.
Yep. Good
You did
success.
good.
Good success.
Okay, so his second one was to kick them, so that's a -2, so we got a 13 at that then.
So it's from a 4 to a 2.
Actually, what's your unarmed combat?
Yeah, it's 13.
Plus
So
2 is 15.
to the unarmed
To
combat.
their dodge of
7.
dodge. 15 and 7 are 8 again.
8, so good
That's
success.
good.
So roll 1 die, my buddy.
1.
To your strength of
8.
9. To their toughness
Of 7, so that's 2. That's 2 shocked again.
Card.
Oh, yes.
Well, and again, I'll give him a stymie for the successful maneuver on him, because they're all scrambling through trying to get him. He's maneuvering and ducking and rolling through this debris that's falling down. So they're stymied up, trying to get their hands on him.
Good. Yeah. I'm
I'm just
gonna.
going to
Roll it, Trent, roll it.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with something. I just roll a maneuver.
Roll
Just-
and stab, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you
Actually, I would do the same thing, Doc, because that bar is vulnerable.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Dive
So
roll
we'll maneuver
behind
and
and,
dive roll behind him and attack him.
Okay.
Yeah. Unarmed.
So maneuver unarmed multi-action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my maneuver is 10.
Roll
Roll
that.
again.
And so it's 20. So that's 19 maneuver.
versus a 7.
Okay,
19 and
Which
7.
is an outstanding.
So an outstanding. So now they're very stymied because of
Very
everybody
stymied and
maneuvering
very
around them.
And now you can attack.
Uh,
But no, you keep the same roll for your attack.
Same roll.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
what was your...
22?
22 is
22 minus 2, so that takes into a 6 bonus to your
Unarmed combat.
so that would be 19.
Okay, and versus 7 is a difference of frickin' 12. So 2, 6.
Another 6. And another
And a
6.
6. And a 4.
17. So 27 damage.
27 damage versus
Boom!
Dead him.
yeah, versus an 8. 19.
So I actually steadied the zombie first. Power punch.
Yeah. So 19 gives what?
19 gives 3 wounds, 6 shock.
So you punched right through the thing and then, lifted your arm up and pulled it back out. So that's 3 left. Well, 2.5.
Yeah.
Your room has got a room of scientists in it. They seem to be working on something. Of course, they immediately turn and look as the door open with some concern.
Get them the fuck out of there.
But there's some scientists in there, and it's just a closed room like this?
Does that mean all the zombies are dead?
Are there any
No, there's
exits
still
in the room
zombies.
that he's in, Kevin?
That
A
I-
man in a white lab coat is carrying a stack of plastic trays
That's all I can
into
do.
a hallway as you enter. The trays are piled with stacked plastic cubes. The scientist is stunned to see the heroes coming in the hallway.
Hero, period.
Yeah, our hero. So he goes back into the room he came from and closes the door.
he just doesn't say he doesn't say anything. He's like,
Doesn't want
click.
any of you.
And immediately hits the security alarm.
You fucking.
Bring
The door everyone unlock. Him.
You turn that off.
You guys are fighting zombies down the hall. I'm in
Oh,
another
this is you that
room.
went in there. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is my room hallway that I see.
Well, they can hear the alarm going off now.
Oh my fuck.
So I guess I advance into the
The three of
room
us
and
hang our heads. Oh, jeez.
is there
Face
is
palm,
the hallway
yeah,
that
buddy.
I'm actually entered behind the
Y-
security
yeah,
door?
yeah.
Is a hallway.
Yeah.
And then like a door off to one side.
Yeah,
He's obviously locked it, I'm assuming.
yeah.
There's another pick lock for you
No,
there.
you were in
That's
there
your
with
turn,
me?
pick lock. Just get this fucking door open so that we have somewhere to run to, buddy.
He went into some sort of room or a side corridor or something.
I
Who
opened
knows?
door,
Side
hallway.
corridor,
I have
side-
open door hallway. He went door somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Don't know what the door leads into.
But the hallway does.
Does the hallway end in a door or like a T intersection?
Well, you open the door and there's like a hallway and there's like 2 rooms on either side and then there's a T intersection behind it.
There's a T intersection at the end. Well, he closed one door. Is the other one locked?
No, it's open.
Well, then what's in there?
It's-
That'll be my thing. If you even want to leave it till next turn. you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
I'll explore the door that's not locked at the moment.
Alright, so new card?
I would guess so.
Fuck off. When suddenly
When
the villains
sudden-
come and we're fucking confused.
It's okay. They go first.
That is such a
You gotta
shitty
deal with
card.
that.
39, Kevin. 39.
39? Okay.
Yes, please. And then no thank you, but yes, it is. Okay, so you're gonna attack. You got 3 guys. What are they doing?
Yes, I've got 3 guys left.
One's wounded, one will get a -1 penalty.
Yeah, well, they're all gonna come at you, so let's just do 3 of them at once here. Let's just pick a 20! Look at that! A 20 and a 15, a 35.
35, that's excellent. That's excellent. Okay.
Bonus of 10.
Yep.
Plus 3 guys is a additional 2, so it's a bonus of 12. They're stymied,
Yeah.
so that...
And they're very
They're
stymied
very
and very
stymied.
vulnerable.
And very
Okay, so
vulnerable,
minus so
that's 8.
12, so I'm at 8. Bonus of 8 on that swarming attack. Okay, unarmed combat of 9 is gonna make 17. So I get you for 17.
5 damage.
5.
So 1 wound and 2 shock, please.
1 wound, 2 shock.
Yeah.
Ouch!
That's what it is, boy.
Take another one of those green cards.
Okay, so if I get KO'd during the scene, it's infected agony. If I get KO'd during the scene, test for defeat. And if I still have wounds, If the test fails, I will awaken as Jiangxi.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh wow.
No.
Okay, so now that they're done, I guess it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
You're fighting off zombies. They're biting you and clawing at you. You're getting chewed up. As this
I'm
is.
fucked up.
Yeah, zombies have been eating you,
Take
Co.
these fuckers, and I get a 14, so that's a bonus of 1.
-2 because of your wounds.
15 minus 2, 13 then total.
13 versus a 7, difference of 5. It's a good success.
Good success. I'll add an extra bonus die to this damage, baby, and it's a 5. With the sword is 13.
Strength plus 3.
So that gives me
Plus 5.
18.
18 versus 8 is a difference of 10.
Which is 2 wounds, 4
2
shots.
wounds, 4 shots.
So
Phew.
one more fucking dead
Fuck, another
motherfucker.
one down.
Okay, so
That's
you got
2.
one who's got a wound and a shock, and 1 full health guy.
I'm going to intimidate and then kick. I'm going to intimidate by going. "Roar!" That's the zombie the same way they're screaming, except better.
They have an intimidation of 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, eh? So all I need is a good roll. 9. One.
That didn't work. They weren't scared of you
We're
at
not
all.
scared of you.
Can't pull anything out of your pool right now for cards anyhow because we're.
Confused.
They laughed that one off.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Your second action would be at a 9, which is -1, would now be at a minus.
no, it would be -1, -3 to whatever his skill is. What's your unarmed combat?
13.
So that's a 10, which is to success 7, so that's a
your
3.
strength
Strength is 8.
versus their toughness 8.
7.
Still 2 shock. You give 2 shock.
2 shock
If
to
it
the
takes-
one who already has shock. So one of them has 4 shock now. Is he conscious still?
Yes, they have 5 shock.
I know.
Alright.
I'm just gonna attack the one
50
that's,
chance in a one more.
Same one that Doc's going on? Okay.
Going for the wounded one.
yeah.
Okay.
You could try to intimidate.
Hey, you could go unconscious, you know.
You gonna multi-action again, or are you just gonna intimidate?
I might as well multi-action.
Go for it.
Try and get a card.
Shoot him in.
Yeah. I just give out like this Kai yell, right? And
That's what I tried.
throw another
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah, well, maybe
Okay.
he's not scary as he is.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
intimidate. 8.
And they have a 10. Intimidate.
So, what about your kick,
So
though?
you're not scared
Your
either.
kick has 0, it has -2 to whatever your unarmed is.
Which,
So 11.
oh, I guess I should be using unarmed defense for 9. 13 versus 9.
Damage. 10.
Okay, so it takes 2 shock. Which
2
knocks
more
that one
shock.
out.
So that's, I said it was at 4 shock.
Yeah.
2 shock makes it 6, so 1 down.
1 is unconscious. That's good. Now there's only 1 left. Okay, so
What's,
it's a new
what's in
card.
my what's in my room? Thank you very much.
Oh yes, yes
What is
sir.
in my new room?
The room seems to be filled with computers, lab equipment, and piles of readouts. The entire far wall is composed of large glass windows with a view into a huge central chamber filled with a hazy green atmosphere. The chamber looks like a greenhouse with artificial lighting, and 2 men in thick hazmat suits tend rows of strange-looking plants.
I think I'm gonna try to lock door across the hall and
Try
see
to
if I can
convince the
pick that
scientists
one.
to leave with you.
Okay, so you head to the door across the hall. Look, so you're gonna try and pick the lock that the guy went through.
Yeah.
Okay, well that'll be next turn because you went in this room this
Okay, so
round.
your turn.
I looked around.
Yeah.
Card number 1. You try to outflank. Heroes first, villains fatigued. Okay, so I mean I'm gonna go ahead and take a whack at this
Stop.
fellow.
Maneuver and trick.
Oh, maneuver and trick. Okay, well I guess I'll do a dual action. I guess I'll try to maneuver him. I'll try to roll between his legs and slice him open at the groin. That'll be fun.
All right.
And that's a 13. So that gives me +1 to my maneuver. 13 is what it is.
Maneuver of 7.
That's a good maneuver.
That's a
Yeah.
good success.
Right.
So I'm gonna get +1 to my melee weapons of 14. So that's a 15 with my melee weapons.
-1.
Oh yeah.
So you get a -2 to that.
Yeah. So.
And then your wounds.
Yeah. So that would be a 12 then. Is what I get.
It's still a 7.
It's a 5. So
That's
one
a good.
bonus die. +3 to 13, which is 16. I do to these guys.
16 versus an 8.
Difference of 8. 1 wound, 2 shots.
Slash. you freaking cut him in half right across the and he freaking just slides in two, and so that's the last one down.
Let's get the fuck out of here, boys.
Okay, everything's down.
Yeah, I know.
You could finish the one on the ground, buddy, that's unconscious.
Yeah, you can finish the one on the
Just
ground.
finish the guy on the ground.
I'll double punch him on combat on the ground.
Put 'em on.
18.
It's a 6 to hit.
+5 to his unarmed skill, which is
13.
so that's
That's an outstanding. So stonky. 2 dice.
2 dice.
That's your strength.
6.
6.
So,
And your strength
14.
is
9, 8.
14, 7 or 7.
7.
Oh, actually, +1
You're,
from the gauntlet.
it's a wound and a shock.
A wound and a shock?
2 shocks.
So you bust it to death. So I'm assuming you left that locked door open then for your,
I didn't
alarm of course is still going.
I closed the door that he lockpicked for us
Behind you? Okay.
Yeah.
The scientist who set off the alarm is behind this locked door.
Let's turn the alarm off, okay? I'm gonna go for a lockpick on that. My lockpicking is 13.
That beats me.
Okay, well, I'm a street rat. Yes, you're going to assist me with +1, so 13 +1 for you +2. So that is a
I'm
lockpicking
afraid if I
of
got involved, I might not
15 for my lockpick on this door.
14 to pick it.
A
So
click.
needle guy is like sitting behind a desk on a computer, and he's like, "They've entered the room now. Send them immediately. Send them immediately." You hear a ding at the end of the hall.
Like an elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start leading the survivors towards the elevator. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so you heading down the hall, and 4 Kanawha security troopers step off. They open fire. Yeah.
So they'll be shooting at me.
So flip
Because
card.
I'm in front.
Yeah. I guess we're starting a new series of combat.
Run away! Villains are up, and heroes are left.
Oh.
That's number 38, my friend. So are they all shooting at me, or are they going to shoot the other survivors as well? Like, probably me, I'm in front with swords, and the other guys don't have weapons. So
4 Kanawha security guards. We got an 18, and we're up. And we're up. 18 and 18, double 18s.
36, buddy, so that gives you a bonus of 11 to your fire combat for these guys but it's multi-guys, that's 4 of them, so don't you get like a...
+3 bonus.
+3, so that's
14 bonus
yeah.
on my fire combat of 24. Your dodge is
Your
what?
dodge is 16. I guess you can't use melee.
No melee defense.
So that's 13 dodge.
Versus, what did I say? 24? That's a difference of 11. That's an outstanding.
Outstanding.
They are using, assault rifles.
Thanks, Trent.
Kyogo T11s. Long burst. So they do long burst, so that's an additional +4 bonus. And I've got a 5 and a 4, 5. So 9 plus another 5.
14.
And another 5. Serious.
That's what it is.
19.
We're getting richer today.
Hey, bud. It's all
19 and a 5, but it's not a 6 this time.
24.
24 plus 14, 38.
to my total toughness of 13.
38 and 13 are
So
25.
25.
25 is 5 wounds.
8 shots, 10 shots.
So yeah, these guys come pouring out the elevator and just freaking
Yeah, you should use that.
riddle
5
wounds.
And
Oh,
on top of the 2 I have already, so that's 7
You can only
wounds.
take 1 wound because you can't take more wounds than you actually get 3.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
puts him at 3 and a crap load of shock.
Yep. So
Yeah,
I'm
Only take
gonna play the martyr card and martyr myself by not coming back to life as a.
oh
giant.
wait, you got a martyr card.
Hello.
Yeah, you can feel that freaking infection coursing through you, right? And they're shooting at you and reeling up bullets, and you're feeling that lust as the bullets blast into you. It's like like a fiery burn, lust, hunger, like as each bullet pierces into you, it makes you hungry and hungry, and you just go with that rage and aim yourself at those freaking Kanawa troops, eh? So you go lunging after them, you go in a ravenous frenzy, okay, as you turn into a freaking Zhang Shi. Yeah, you start ripping these guys to shreds. Yeah, they're gunning you down as you're freaking ripping them to shreds.
I die killing them.
Yeah, you die freaking killing them. They're last guy, you're crawling up at him as he's on the ground, and he's like emptying his gun into your head. Bam, 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 as you rip out his throat.
Oh,
Tackle one
sweet,
guy on the ground, the other guy's
sweet death, man.
shooting
Sweet.
at you.
Alright, well that's me.
That's you.
All
You
right,
you
well,
got
I'm going to give
eaten,
my children
or you
the-
did the eating and got shot up for it.
Good game.
Well
Wonderful
done,
playing with
sir.
you,
Did you have
gentlemen.
grenades or anything?
No, man, I'm not a military guy. I was just like a street rat criminal guy, man. I was just a thug. But I'm a hell of a lot better
He's a
than a
zombie
thug.
now. He's killing cow.
Right? He's happy. He's got a snack.